connecting with you on the first date. I am dating you to say, now I put everybody aside and I watch. You can even have somebody in a relationship who goes, a relationship they are not sure, and decide, I want to go on a date with this guy. So it's a time, the time you want to have. But then the process itself is courting. Where court means what aboa na wabutu so. And in that process, that is the process where you are show be no what bisa ho say or see betumi natna. This person, can I stay with them? You look at all the issues around it. You consider all the pluses and minuses, and then you decide, okay, I want to pursue this further. So when you are married, you can still go on dates. Create a special time. Create a special time. But what we are discussing is courtship. Courtship. Asante for akanfo be frɛ no te sɛ ɔne na etwɛn mpena ɔne no ɛhyehyɛ hɔ. Now, how long can one date? It is very relative. It is very relative. How long can one date is very relative. Inti yenim fie du nemom ɛyɛ ɛmma no na meka asɛm wei na obetena hɔ ɛde nko a research be nko a na yɛde wo yɛ na obetena hɔ na yɛde wa research mfie mienu mfie na yɛchi na da so to hɔ a obekɔ akɔ obi say father cake asɛm me na wo kai because umetua ka utumi kɔgye obi I am me try car na hwɛ mfie me nsa na wontua. That's not feasible. You are way valuable than that. So Mrs. Boacheka said we will go on to the other one. Yes, Mrs. Boache, we'll go on to the sex in courtship.
But you can say dating here, you get to know someone, but courtship, the purpose of getting to know the person is say, muisipim some worry. Inti munim objective no crans and a starting the getting to know you.
So yes, so dating is what she will be for now in a PA. And I will say, between now and then, I'm now deciding. That's why I even said, Obi betumi will be, Benyo will be or whole say this person is not serious. The person can still go on a date with someone. Like you are doing a kind of search, preliminary search. Now, what we are discussing is courtship. You've decided, okay, me per se, minya yankamine ne betnase, a courtship. Those days, courti will be a chese, bua nipakro, di nipakro no ashe ayemu. That is when people start giving engagement rings. Now, in a brofu context, oma engagement ring, and chese, enchi biya ye be worry. Enchi biya ye be worry. Before our engagement, it is marriage. What we call traditional marriage, it is marriage. It is marriage. Dating, many will share your office. There's nothing romantic about what we are doing. Well, yeah, we are casual friends. Then I decide to, we decide, okay, then we start moving. Okay, on the first date, it was good. Rev.Fr chapter 3, verse 14. Obviously, woke up first date, you cannot kiss, you cannot wine. Already, Steve have a book, think like a gentleman, act like a lady, or say, he gives a 90-day probation. But me, join a date is when you are setting things up. When you decide to walk on a journey of the possibility of marriage, it is courting. Now, it's kind of a connecting. But especially in the Christian family, One of the biggest challenges is say, obi mpesa ena me ko date we na nye papa na me ko date we na me nye sure na me ko date we mante obi mpese ye beka say no ososo ma ososo moment no one ne ko ba ko na nka wajai so okay o de enye ne kakra ye be sachra then as in kakra no then it goes on whether they like it or not because of the ankrofo bekanti. Pajo Richmond.
Father.
Before Richmond, Mrs. Boachi, I don't know if you got what I meant.
I guess
Mrs.
I understood it differently because
Okay.
I
Hear you.
I dated for 7 years. I had no plans of marriage because that's why I dated for that long. But
So yeah, so the issue. So yes, so because you didn't have plans for marriage, what were you doing with the guy? You lived like married. The dating days were over. You were courting.
But Father, I feel
that was when that was when obi because she had bear man so obi jina you two be catch say is it not your man standing there with somebody? You've courted the person. Today the language acquire so dynamic. A dating period is goes into a courting period. Let me give you a context. Yeah, you will fear no. Patron, why no question? Mrs. Watchana. Patron, Mr. Richmond, Robert is here.
Okay.
No, be your question. Evelyn, Anna.
Oh,
Anna. Okay, my Aunt Maggie. Wait, let's hear from Richmond, and then we'll come to you.
Okay, Father. Answer na. Okay, say, sexual the union film. But
Obi betumi.
Any
we need to talk about it.
Maybe we say enipa no a oko ayi no could the person na omumi no kwako date no would there be a point say they are not sexually attracted to each other and omo kwako date without a
as for the sexual attraction, it is in part of the decision making.
Yeah.
It is part of the decision making. But actual consummation of the relationship, that's what makes
maybe
it
after marriage. Yeah.
Now, there can be a thin line. There can be a very thin line between I'm sexually attracted to you, I am sexually active towards you, and I'm actually sexually consummating a relationship. And until one when ye are better. So we need to watch here. See, we've used the word dating. Something, and a relationship, I take away, take away, But if our mind is actually on the issue of courting, family comes in, friends come in. Now you begin to become the most significant person in the other person's life. And the public knows they may be in a process. Dating is only when you want. That is why Kayame can say, even when you are in a marriage, you should date your spouse. Create a special moment just for the two of you to want to know more about yourself, to rekindle what is in there. So we are talking with all that we are going. First time we are just checking. There's nothing attached. That one, it is promiscuity. It is infidelity. It's straight. May I cancel more? Until my game part, you know our question.
Say when I by Richard now or can about say. Now maybe say when you say courtship, when you are entering into courtship, then is that allow you to have sex in the courtship because you are entering into it through go into the marriage. So that's what we are asking as a Christian.
Let's use the biblical example. The biblical example of Joseph and Mary. Do we remember Joseph and Mary?
Yeah.
Hello, do we remember Joseph and Mary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are they? Who is Joseph? Who is Mary?
Jesus' mom and Jesus' father.
Jesus' mom and papa. Let me remind you of a certain story. When the angel visited Mary, Mary asked the angel a question. How can it be that I'll be pregnant when I don't know a man? Meanwhile, Mary had been betrothed to Joseph, has been espoused to Joseph, has been in fact, Otinifie. Or everybody knows Obi and Mary, Joseph there. Now, when Joseph came and heard that Mary had taken seed, what did Joseph want to do? Joseph said, I wanted to go and jar Mary quite boko because she was a good girl. And then the angel says, no. She's not pregnant of a man, but this is the power of the Holy Spirit. So the issue is this. The girl had not had sexual relations with a man, even though she was betrothed to Joseph. The man had not had sexual relationship with the lady, even though the lady has been betrothed to him. So if we are talking from the Christian perspective, when we are talking from Christian point of view, then our yardstick should not be, can I taste? Many of us want to give reasons to. Many of us have had reason to have sexual relationship before marriage. But if Christianity is the yardstick, this is the story of our grandmother and our grandfather. I don't know if I explained myself. Hello? Did I make myself clear? See, many of us have fallen victim to this. But if you are a Christian, that's not what we are supposed to do. Now, akwa we kura na se me mmobo. Okay, Abranti bi a your friend Jacob. You remember Jacob? Jacob labored for his wife 7 years. He had not known her. Eda okwa akodakura do ohunu say ono because one ne nko baby ada. And he trick, and he had to do 7 more years for the woman she loved. The question I ask is this. How long have you dated? How long did you go without sex? We are in a different dispensation. Can I call it a promiscuous dispensation? So sometimes we trivialize some of these things. But if we are talking Christianity, that is what it is. That is our yardstick. And I am not saying this because some people have passed and some people have not passed. I am saying this is what it should be. according to the Christian standard. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? Any other questions? Auntie Maggie, were you sorted?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I understand them.
So let's take this question. How long is it conducive for people to court? How long, and what are the pros and cons in dating short and dating long?
I think 3 to 6 months is not, 3 to 6 months is okay. Because if the two of them are very deep in courtship and the love is very strong, and you don't want to fall into sexual desire, then 3 to 6 months, you can go ahead and marry it. Unless there is not preparation, maybe money side, then you can move on again. Some people want to do it, but they don't have money.
Auntie Maggie is saying that for reasons of infidelity, it would be better to marry after courtship, say 3 to 6 months. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? And you may share your experiences. One of my experiences is that dating long does not mean the marriage will be perfect. Dating long does not guarantee a perfect relationship. Dating long does not guarantee you will know the person totally. Any questions, any contributions, please? Or courting long, for that matter.
The question.
Hello?
Question. I have question. Like,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, you dating or you courting, but you don't have money. What do you do?
Well, it's supposed to be a mutual enterprise. So you need to be open. You need to be open to the person. That is why initially I said courting towards marriage, the timing is very relative. It is very relative, depending on resources, depending on even situation. I've known people who courted each other through high school and eventually married after university. And here you are talking about they knew themselves 15 years and plus. The families know. I know somebody who courted the other person for 11 years. And so it is very relative, depending on the situation. Because of school, the families wouldn't want them to marry. Sometimes because of job, sometimes because of money, because of distance. It is very relative. But it's important that every case is treated on its merit, not using a straitjacket for everything.
I have another
Father.
Sorry,
Okay,
I have
Ma,
another question.
Okay, Ma, come in and then Richmond. Mrs. Boachi, you were going to say something. I was very interested. I'll come back to that. Auntie Maggie.
Okay, I'm asking, can a woman give a man money to marry her?
No. 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 Why should a woman do that?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
The man said he doesn't have money,
I'm not a
so
perfect
he
man.
wants the woman to borrow him a money to marry her.
I was coming in with the don't have money.
No.
If
I said
Yes,
no.
yes,
for a second about the man not.
sometimes
Father.
it's okay.
Auntie Maggie, they will beat you.
Let me come in for a second for the person who does not have money. It doesn't
Okay.
take a lot to do a wedding unless you want some extravagance, something wedding big. If the person doesn't have money and you both really love yourself and you want to be together, there's a court marriage. It doesn't take much. Go to the court and get married.
No, but definitely remember you have to go to the family to pay the bride price.
But
We are Ghanaians, we pay bride price, right?
Yeah.
You don't just go to the court.
So I hear clearly. The bride price is a factor, but the most expensive ones are when you do extravagant marriages.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is what delays the process. Mrs. Watch, your hand is up. Richmond, Richmond, Mrs. Watch, yes.
No, I was gonna say that, Ma, I know that Ma said no. But I'm going to assume, say, maybe because I'm a bit younger, I've seen it done, but it depends how it is done. So, for instance, Obao Kwahowale, wouldn't say Obeyman open or the one for you, confirmed by God, right? But no parents see a woman. Wedding, that's part of the requirements. Wedding, it be outside invited 300 people.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, this happens because girl need a nurse. Because girl need a nurse.
In the family person was here, wedding.
Yeah, and my what kinds of courts, you know.
What does nursing have to do with wedding?
Oh, because it's almost like when you're nurse, when you're Oba be making a lot of money for you.
Are they saying those people who are not nurses are not good women?
Yeah. You don't know.
Wow. This is the
someone. I know someone, boy, no, it's now for over 2.5 years, begging Papano to reduce the dowry thing. And it's not necessarily because they're not own to but the vision they have for their life. They had put a deposit for a newly built house. It was not in the budget. It had to be a big banquet wedding. Right? And you do, girl, no, in the line of credit, ye be no, the ma brand, no, the sauce, no, mokoji, a big place, right? My own husband was in the wedding and he tells me, she say, I saw him penny for crack, papa, nish your own fee, but parents need him, son, a bano made that move. Into Nima, Baka said, Sabi, with Jimmy. But they say, I say they have 2 or 3 kids. The same papa no so your penny, and now the husband, they even supporting the father. Right? Another friend of mine, the girl is studying to be a doctor. Parents know the same thing. The girl used part of her money. After the wedding, the man can't afford. Now the girl is doing 2 jobs. So in some instances, I'm saying, right?
Listen. Hold on. We are complicating the entire matter.
Yeah.
The marriage itself is different from the past.
Yeah.
No, but Father Mpacho,
let me build something.
But I'm just saying, sir.
What makes the marriage itself are 2 things. The dowry, in our context as Ghanaians or Africans, the dowry that the family would take is one
thing. But the woman, the dowry goes to the woman.
And I agree with you. Some parents are unvouching. They would never vouch. This is what I want. In fact, you go to some traditional areas and what the things they require, if you cannot pay for it. If you cannot pay for it, you don't have a daughter. Some of them initially were for economic reasons. In some jurisdiction, what you bring as dowry to marry the daughter is seed money for setting up the lady.
Yeah.
it's supposed to be seed money to set up the lady. Unfortunately, these days, dowry, no, parents no fadi. But it's supposed to be seed for the child.
Yeah, for the woman.
That was the original. That was the original. But we've come into a certain context where the party has become more important than the marriage, the ceremony. That is where the dynamics is. Now, this is what I wanted to say, and we'll bring it to. If the marriage itself, and please listen to me, if the dowry and the rest of the other things are affordable, please let the one who says, I am going to marry you, pay for that.
Yeah.
Supporting him for the other things. As for that one, we are supporting each other to do a party. Let me repeat myself. The dowry and the traditional thing that they ask for, let's put accounts. Let's put accounts. It's the dowry, something for the father, something for the mother, something for the in-law, brothers-in-law, and then for the family or for the people who are gathered. Usually they are 5. If that one is not too big for the man, the man should pay, allow the man pay for that. But for the party and the nice things around, you can help. In fact, you should help. If we are going to do a big banquet party, it's not supposed to be just the man. That is not the marriage. That is not the ceremony.
Entertainment.
What you use to pay for the lady's price, and know if it is affordable, that is what the man should pay. And I say that I'm conservative, so don't mind me. I say that because, see, in our language, I should pay for the thing. It is an honor for the lady. It is glory for the lady. But for the parties and the long dresses and the long shoes and the limousines and the 3 days of partying, if the man can, if it should be a contribution between partners. Some fathers even do the party for the daughters.
Yeah.
Question.
So, yes, ma. Ma, before you ask your question, don't lose your thought. But some parents are now seeing the white wedding as more important than the traditional wedding. Well, it is because some of the ladies have demanded and it looks fine. That's the problem, my dear. That's the problem. That's the problem. These days, especially here where we are in somebody's land, somebody wants to say that, hey, you didn't do a big wedding. Actually, it is a party. It is a party. And if we continue to educate ourselves and we continue to discuss these things, those ones are parties. Have you not seen somebody who is doing a 50th birthday party, 20th birthday party, sweet 16 party? It's all the same. They all go the same way.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we are doing, just that we are representing with others. But for the marriage itself, please, I pray that you allow the men or insist, my man, pay my bride price and let's organize a party. It's important. Pay my bride price and let's organize a party. Auntie Maggie had a question, and then Richmond. And Stella wanted to say something, right? Auntie Maggie.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say that the marriage, that's what I'm talking about, not even the party or the wedding. The marriage itself, that the man will tell the woman that I don't have money, I broke, I love you, So if you can buy your own ring, buy my ring, give me money, like give me money to marry you.
Me yet.
No, I wouldn't advise.
Me yet.
Who's marrying who?
Me yet.
Who's marrying
Auntie
who?
Joyce,
Say
listen.
something.
The man
Stella.
want to marry, but he
Hi.
said he doesn't have money.
You are not ready to marry. I'm sorry.
Mo-
If I pay for everything,
You want the woman to pay everything.
okay.
No.
So if
No.
I pay for everything, okay, now that you are marrying me, you can pay. So what makes you think that if I marry you and we go live in the house, you can afford me?
I know.
You can't
said
afford me.
then you're gonna work and pay.
No. If the money is not
Auntie
there
Maggie,
now,
Then
the
save
money will
before
not
you
be
marry.
there. Thank you.
Save before you
Um,
marry. Go with the customary
Bema
marriage.
na worry about
Go
na worry
for
Bema.
any big thing.
That's
Go
right.
ask and do the customary one. That is more affordable than the wedding. Like if you want to
Let
marry
me
a
tell you a
woman,
story.
you should be able to take care of your home, and the woman is there to support.
Let me tell you a story. I had a friend who wanted to get married, and the man says, "Oh, all my friends, their wives were helping them to do everything I want." I said to her, "If you marry this guy, I'm not saying don't get married, because so you go tell the guy I'm the one who said don't marry him, but know that you are the one marrying the guy. The guy is not marrying you." That's the problem, because if his friend did it, your situation should not be the same as his friend's situation. So if you value yourself that much, you love yourself that much, let the man come after you, do what is necessary to be done. I do agree with Father K that in terms of the wedding and that stuff, you both can chip in and then do it. But when it comes to the original, like the traditional engagement, the things that you need to buy for the woman, things can be reduced. You don't have to go. Before, I don't know now, but before it's like you need 12 cloths, 12 this, 12 that, 12 that. They give you a whole list, right? If you don't have, but for the woman to give you the money to do it, please do not do it. No. Please do not do it.
So
can I share my story?
I agree, because sometimes those men, when you do it and you married, you're gonna use it to insult you.
Yeah, wanna worry me. Mm-hmm.
I didn't. It's your money. You do this. So she won't value you. Number one, she won't respect you. So I think it's not good idea for a woman to marry a man.
Before Auntie Joyce comes in with a story, I don't know, the men are quiet here. Where are you, Sammy and Pooh? Please, I want to hear from you. But Nanaya, you are here. Please talk some. But Mrs. Wachi said something. I believe this is what you meant. $5,000 to $10,000 is a bit expensive for some men, but they are good men. Yes, they are good men. They are good men. In our custom, if they are Africans, if they are Ghanaians, we are supposed to go and marry the woman. Because Rebecca said, I am the head of the home.
Yeah.
So as for the bride process,
the man should
let the man pay.
Yeah.
It. Look, in some cultures, even in the northern part of Ghana, it is not just the bride price. Some of the men will have to work for the parents, and people do it. People do it. Let them pay for it. It is for the good of the woman.
Yeah.
The bride process is supposed to go to the woman, not the father. So it is the bride price. That price is meant, in most cases, it was meant to set up the ladies. But then we are not much ready. Mrs. Boache, please, your hand is up.
Yeah, Father, please. I don't want you.
Richmond over here. Yeah.
I don't I don't want to be misunderstood as them and say ma obey mani but what I have seen among me and my friends and say parents and say ma be money list that, right? Part of the list in a wedding also can list in her. In sometimes one bed you obey man 10,000 craft for the dowry now. The wedding that they want, they're not willing, some parents. Said is any more describe say near who ehia pano any traditional one. Nti wo keka ni nyina abom you just sitting there and waiting for the guy to save money before you can have the whole package. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, but that's
And
what I'm saying too.
It makes sense.
That's what I'm saying too.
But I'm showing meaning some parents cry personally. Woman pick a hall and the size of the hall and see be money betria with three sons with TC Kana. He's not done. It's like, what? Won't you mean your wedding? I was told, I got a call from someone, so won't Wally be man after 1 year because so you'll hear me.
Oh, how?
Yes, how? Obi
See,
oba jinem abaka
is
send
this
me
what
there myself. Yeah. But for them patronim, no,
is this what the reality
Mhm.
on the ground? The truth of the ground is that
Too much.
Too
much.
And so by the time the young couple, the worry normally can start.
No.
Right from year one, on
Now we're new.
Madam Pacho, may I just add, say, me personally, I wanted to go to City Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he had a vision to get a degree after knowing say will help him to move out in his job, right? And then Papa said, okay, Mama in your wedding, you just kind of school. After you have done the traditional, wouldn't say Bushia Penino over what is it called? Overthrow me Papa decision. Say baby a gay for while and the more. What do you say to that?
It's a lack of education. It is lack of education. And this, some of the cases, this platform, and you see a candia echo. I was saying, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're saying is right, but Obi to say I was 34. Well, better say we are Rev.Fr. In Susan now the Bible bit. One hour
No, that is why some of this discussion is going on. Look, I know someone, one of my biggest shocks. A certain woman had 3 daughters. 3 daughters. And she proudly was saying it at a wedding. And no BB and another chance. Mommy and son. She had 3 daughters. Or say, oh, Babe, Warren a banner. Washan a man, mama, nursing school. Entino, obeji obia, obese obeware no. Apart from the keka the bride price, no, obeji obia $15,000. The first born, a woman, boy, no worry. Second born, a woman, girl, no boy, no worry. Third born, and on enamo. Somebody, Metiobi, they didn't nothing about half of Frokra. I think me ba has say, me ba Canada about 2 or 3 weeks. And I went into an engagement. Metiodi, nobody knew I was the priest. And they were talking, and down for catcher and said, ain't for man that's what you're near my pure a yisuatra.
Oh, yeah, you bring for.
Say, if we can afford, so ubet me afford there, Obama, Oko warrior bar, my warrior no yam shema obano. Let the marriage be honor for the woman. But se won to me, men kosha wo comfort. And quiet dear, a better neck pada winning. It is important. And those of us here who have children that are coming, sometimes we create a problem for our children. It is because of a certain pattern we set up. Ubehu after the wedding, na the rivalry is not even between Obama and Obi and Obama and Obi. No mother-in-laws no are doing rivalry because of what happened at the wedding, during the wedding. So please, our repair there. etinsa we asantini akania etinsa pamboba ejessica akontajistikan and not there ene ebusua de no. That is the core. Yeah, the word in Bekanwa me no na echetua. I don't want to make it even more controversial, but these things are the core. These things are the core. These things are the core. I know of a young man, Okasia, Okaso Kowari, you listen a man. Ade bia ya de man or double. Or sick girl na school, or your nurse, or your administrator, or to iPad, full iPad. I have also known some people, and yes, I am menyemo. Oh, mammy, auntie, and to master my nyemo. And one yemono. Also, on penema, worry no, I mean now. Oh, yeah, messana will be not done it. So we can see many of them are dotted around us. So we will need to be bold to do the right thing. I met a man here in Toronto, and he said, when his first daughter was married, apart from the dowry, or the bribi brene papa no, or tro papa ne tro letter, said, this is what I am requesting for a dowry for my daughter. Give something to the brothers, give something to the mothers, mine and the give something to the family, mine and the dowry, and not throw womb. I am not selling my daughter to you. I want you to honor my daughter on her marriage day. Whatever you want to bless her. But the day you touch my daughter, I will tell you what dowry I will take. That is what the man asked. Papa no ne bano. Papa no ne na konta no ayet na se no ayet se ba obi ne ba.
Hello.
Hello, Richmond.
Hello, Father.
Pacho Bray, we are then we
Father.
continue with other. Yes.
Father, me na me can say anka wade ankasa paa de ka ne bo onye den. Nka enye ade a ewo se ne bo eye den ka ne bo onye den kra. But ya ye ne se de madam fu ye nti ewo se me nsu mi bi. Eno na de saa e ka no ba because awade de se de usi kan ye no. Okotua trinsa ne dari no utua wie na akonta ne adade a wawie awade no eno no wawie because me sister baako me of akatre Beman no ye municipal accountant o skapa akatre no say bra me ofa asi me nton no de wo a wo pese obetim de wo ho beso no bra ne beye enti ayi no kra ya anya na asore dem o efie na ehira so ye bibia ya wie so de wo pe na wo benya wo betimi de 5,000 Ghana ebeye yie 5,000 Ghana cedis wo betimi ene wo 10,000 de wo 20,000 de 30,000 de but de wo ho beso na why because you can't go and be outside gentility home cry and no de because one marriage be am witness say omukoji loan because of what the father was requesting for. He had to go for a loan. Omu 1 month kro no be ni dware because na loan for na started daneka. Odwane wie na enwa no awade na gu. Enti there's more to marriage than celebrations and parties. There's more to it than this. To me, the commission say, edu hɔ no mu a bibi nti ohun so a enkoya memenenfe enkoye. Sometimes our parents influences us on certain decisions bi at the end of the day no na abehaye because our dear no wo oba ne be ma ne na ekɔ sɛ mo bedidi sɛ mo nidi no mo maame ne mo papa ɔmo nhwɛ mu hɔ nti me de contribution a meka no kakra no sɛ ohun so ya menkɔ ɛna baako ana ante ɛka no ɛsɛ wo bɛma so yɛ ne ade a me ɛyɛ sɛ woboa wo ba no ɛyɛ sɛ ɔba no boa bɛma no ma no yɛ yi no fada no deɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɔba no dɔ bɛma no na ɔso ɔbɛboa there's no problem with it bɛyɛ akamfo na aduru baabi a mmarima no asɛm bi si a me na mebɛware wo sɛ ɔkae sɛ me na metua ɔti nsa deɛ na waka so nti nka sɛ wo ɔbaa no nso na wodi wo ayi bɛka ya ebia wo ɔbaa ntimi nka bɛbɛma deɛ ɔbɛhu sɛ ɔbɛbold na waka nti nka wo diary ni ayi deɛ sɛ bɛma no
wodi sika ma no kwa wodi sika ma no na ne ho kɔso no adware ɔbɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ nya na ama mi sika sɛ menkɔ ware wo as for see I can forward to be words bi me kɔgye aware me kɔsra aware ye ba bɛsra aware now dia ye de bɛsra aware no unyi mfiri dia ye bɛsra na aware no emfiafia ho na ɛka ho no de da bia meka sɛ Kristo ni osi wobdɔfo ye Kristo ni ɔyɛ prayer warrior uko ofie ne papa se obeje o snap pentu no waje wo aponche na waje o efre ne sen besia de ayaje wo na betua na Kristo ni bia pega me de mi Kristo ni ntimetua fanta papa ne se wanka so obeje fanta you paid that price we are now the what they you go and do your fasting and prayer in your house. Then do maybe a yes atra minia.
Too much, father. Too much. Too much. These
days we have become so These days, we have become so corrupted in the way we do our things. I'm not talking about corruption, but I'm saying, now, what we stand for. Hello, please, can you hear me? Yeah, the internet was giving me trouble. Forgive me. Any other question? Any other contribution? Sammy, you had a question. Hello. And I don't know what's going on. The internet is messing us up. It's even affecting my lighting and all that. The quality of the pictures. Yeah. Sammy, are you here? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I mean, can you hear me? You had a question, B.
Yes, Rev.
Yes, please, can you come up?
Also, the dear pan, really push your ex-boyfriend, whom you have blocked on all platforms, social media platform, to look for you.
Hello, did you get the question? Mrs. Watchimumrana question, the hand my day. Some say, paradigm shift. Nana, I would say, or say, a dear what would push your ex relationship person, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whom you have blocked on every social media handle, to look for your number to connect with you? What is it? Sami asembe pa na apese will be say.
Come back. When I become a millionaire.
Oh, when I become a millionaire, when I want to come back, yes.
I'm not coming back. He's not going anywhere. Stay where you were.
Okay, when you're it's not
Okay, when you to come back. Wow. Sammy, and so you answered straight.
Actually, I can tell you my life story.
Yes, Stella. Hey, Stella wanted to share a life story, and Auntie Joyce wanted to share a life story.
It's okay. Let's Auntie
Stella,
Joyce.
would you share a life story?
My life story, yeah, them topic and it's made Moaka.
Oh, okay. I'm Stella. Yeah. So Stella, please share with us your life story.
Actually, as you all know that I've separated, I think this year will be 9 years. I think 2020, he says, oh, he wants to come back. He's made mistakes, blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, after you went through 4 girls, it didn't work. Now you want to come back? But the train has sailed already.
Yeah, remember.
Oh, come on, Mr. So father.
Exactly what
happened to Miss Yafuso, yes.
If it worked well with you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah. It happened to Adam. Yeah. Sammy, please, what did you want to hear? We want to hear the real question behind the question.
Rev, it seems last time I talked about some past relationship and some investment
that went bad.
Yes. And later on, just yesterday, I saw is it LinkedIn or something like it? LinkedIn or something like
it. It's LinkedIn, yeah.
Yeah, LinkedIn or something like it, yeah. I saw my name has been searched for several times because that one, when you are searched, you see it. You see the person, the people who search your name.
Searching you, yeah.
Yes, searching your profile and those and I've blocked the person for about almost a year on all social media platforms. Only that. So I saw he has viewed my status and others for about 10 times. Immediately I saw that
you are wanted. You are wanted. You are wanted.
I blocked immediately. So that
I like the words that the ladies are using for you. You are wanted. Sammy,
yes,
I are wanted.
But the person is married for about almost a year. And whatever you want in life, you have it. And
no.
So I was just surprised.
It isn't whatever you want in life, you have it. No, it is not so. A young lady told a young man, Richmond Pacha Obebas is here. A young lady told a young man, I can't go with you, I can't connect with you, I can't stay with you. But to the surprise of the young man, that young lady called on the young man's friend almost every day to check on the young man. How is he doing? Is he okay? In school, na kusi saying. One day, the friend asked her, na guy na also on peno. Ade na debia o friend is osio eya ne ho adwene ba mitim no si ne ho adwene from trim. Not knowing the lady was too timing, and he wasn't sure. Baby, all kon sika or there, but at a point, so trouble into a feed and come back to me. Oba, you know, the boy was not in a relationship, but the boy said, when I vomit, I don't take it back. A she girl, uncle, BB, the girl never married until the guy married about 2 years after. On the girl's married day, the girl told the friend say MC no, or catch MC and say, boy be about my wedding, and you know, so no, or no, I want worry me number 5 we. And I'm saying, I said, yeah. So people always want to come back when they fail. So that's the story. That's the issue. And you know, there's a need for comeback. There's a need for comeback. Yeah. There's a need. It's shut up, Rev.Fr. Yeah. Richmond, now person can be.
About when emphasis about 12 or 13 years ago, said yes, I'm making. That time, lady, that time I'm a child there. I'm in a crime called medical school. I'm a child there. Now, me just say, I buy so our excess that time. Me, investment there, my ABO. Investment. Maturity there. Maturity there. Inti father. Me anti me yeah na say oh no abaye we there me ne nya hwe da because ono na my adwen say me wa nti eni me trim se me baby bi da na na before then na ne nana expect say me ware ne ba no ama get na nkasa ma me so expect say me ware because investment am easy because me de me mu nyina kosie me bibia after all of a sudden, the me answer on ne obi ewo and I'm saying, what? Ti the maya ma unyina chi. Oh, in fact, a hundred eshimi anche na me worry. Ti me worry no. Me bedru Canada ha. Ono nso abomodi ono nso abedu na afi me wo hwa na ofre me. Me wo hwa na ofre me menti ase. Afi no start. Ono nso wa Canada ha father. Me wo hwa na ofre me. And I'm say, hey, assemble. Afi de me wo hwa asem obi na no. E kan ne se. Mia na maji me ne so. Mia na me pe no makofa wi. E na anko yi. Nka me twen wa. Enkenye mabrabo ni. Because na ohwe the kind of lifestyle me live ewo Ghana ni ade because everything was going on well. Bibia no bre because of them na to the extent say o ma me kra any be na o ne wo ho no enka abusuafo no hu mi akonta no wanware ye wo fa asi ni sister penfo
nyina na ma obi ba me Eyasem onyame a ushira odin shira beba onyame no a din shira ne adom beba
easy
yo abusiafo Auntie Maggie, Auntie Joyce, Auntie Lily, Auntie Stella, any other persons nana ya wenemente wonka Richmond Sammy na dina jam nana ya paradigm shift yeti wonka che and with us, yes.
Rev.Fr, before question, me absorb.
So this time, your questions no one bisa. What question have you?
I think very interesting. Very interesting. Now, Samia say we are okay. Them say you did say we were happy. Me kai.
So I say we you did be happy.
Uncle Sammy asked me you didn't happy.
You didn't happen.
Angus, I mean, say the same story, no.
No. Sammy? Yeah.
The guy, hey, and you was up a comeback. Whoa.
I've always told myself, sir. I've always told myself, and I share with people, and I believe it's important in every area of life. Wherever you are rejected, the next thing to do is to make yourself better.
Yep.
Wherever in life you are rejected, ejumemu, asorimu, ebusiemu, awaremu, enamfumu, wherever you may find yourself, you are rejected. The challenge is become better, because they say there's no better revenge than success. When you are able to prove yourself, Obano si ompewubio menkoko ho yeye Obama no si ompewubio benko ho yeye. Now when you are better, edrum bi ani ejina na ye hwew na ye kasa bra we na minim no o meni na ye bi pen yo e ya kan na anu na ye den na wanye ye dia ye kan we bra we na minim no na bra ba ko wie sei. So it is imperative we better ourselves. Sammy, begidi say when we say we ko animu a wo pija no onya na ade a ope. Richmond say afa de ye nyina e be pie Canada. Onya na ade anka ope. Se si ye onim se mu nyina mo wa ha, obema nka ho, oba nka ho. Onya yanka obetwa ben nti hwe ho yie na.
Ye trouble yes.
Big temptation.
Make catch the wa.
Lai momo.
Yes.
Any other question? Edro crying.
Enkomo ba mu a ebe ye yie nti avoid enkomo.
And until you too for enkomo when you about the nafa.
Immediately.
Enkomo ba mu about the dapo.
Oh, entertaining enkomo no always be there dance you.
Yeah. So I am not against a comeback, but what I advocate for is that did you learn your lesson? So usunya lesson wo mu a agoro bi wo ha wonni bi yo. Enhu hia pa. You obviously for any questions, we have 6 more minutes to 9. Ne breno aso. I'm grateful you were able to come. 7 yakwa kuduru 9. Ye discussion kakra. May God bless you. Auntie Maggie,
sure.
I hope your questions were sorted. Yes, Sammy, you were saying something.
Mas, you were saying that there's no better revenge than being bettering yourself or being better. I think it's really true. It's really, really true, and we need to advocate for that, because a lot of people lose themselves for certain things, and it really goes bad. Because
broken heart.
I had the people. Well, it's never a good thing, but some of us, you see, some people just put their trust and everything. That's why the Bible says that you should trust in the Lord alone. I mean, it's serious. It's serious. So I think you should all learn some lessons for it and trust in God, and God can make you better and build a better network. Apart from trusting God, build better networks. Yes. Because some of us, God being so good, you can move to offices and you see that the kind of respect. Yes, last Tuesday was my birthday, and it was like I'm the
Hey,
president,
happy
you know.
birthday.
Yeah, because a lot of ministers wishing me on a lot of platforms. So I think that's also part. You don't say, yeah, minister be with you. You say, yeah, say, I could get about home. So we need to build better networks and live better lives as well.
Yes.
So,
be successful when you are rejected. Be successful. Push. Be the better version of yourself. And surely, even if they don't tell you, people will tell you that they wanted a comeback.
What about if you are the one who rejected the person and the person wants to come back?
Wow. If you rejected
because
the person,
with me, I rejected.
and the person wants to come back.
Yeah.
So I'm not there. If I have
but
rejected,
I still don't want. I rejected you and you want to come back, but I still don't want you.
No. If I rejected you and you want to come back, no. If I'm still standing on my toes, no, please.
All right.
I mean, it depends on you. Say, for whatever reason that made me reject you, if that reason is still standing. But Sammy, you are saying something. Hello? Hello? Okay. Sammy, anyway, if there are no other questions, this is what it when the line fell through and you couldn't come back promptly. We talked about a few other things about rejection and comeback and all that, and we concluded that when you are rejected, or even if you have rejected somebody, make yourself better. The most important thing is that we need to strive to be better all the time. We need to strive to be better at all times, and we'll see the goodness and the glory of God. Amen.
Amen.
Tommy is back. Any other question? Any other conclusions? Any other comments?
Father, ayi ba kwa be symmetry say come back no. So no be crowd born be me that day samba wa me because so ko ni one or compare both now who says do free one better.
Yeah, no day.
Better.
Chance or what?
Sometimes be a better so be corona with your question
yes. Yeah.
So
the issue is that you see, Christopher, the issue is that Sammy Pachos is saying,
hey, so I come back with you. By attitude, how you treat people.
Yes.
Like that's one. Yeah. Then he was not living well with the old wife. If you're quite now, you can read it, you know. Oh, Johnny?
Babak. Yeah.
Yes. It's different from I think it's different from what we are talking about. That's my little knowledge about it. Papa was say, oh yeah, no. One, yeah. But okay, now the principles, man, you are running away from the principles. To go,
God bless
you.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. I mean,
so you want to go to
many people. The issue is this: when you have something good, you don't value it.
Oh yes.
And most people want to be whipped. Most people want to be whipped before they see value. And you know, I would admonish all of us. Say, onyame wadom na wo share obi na nipa kro no yet se kwasiama wa. Don't take their lives as kwasiasem. Rather, we need to take their lives as value. And when we value that life, things will be better for us. Question our friends on Facebook. I hope you have enjoyed this evening. Yes. You may also send your text questions. Yes. Sammy, please, you are saying something.
What I think is that this thing is not only in relationship, especially in our churches.
Yeah.
People look down on people.
Yeah.
And it's like class of people moves than some other classes. And you see, I have personal experience. The church doesn't, sorry to use this word, doesn't trust in the youth. I remember very well when I was given appointment as the music director for the church, the choir, and people, I was just young. I was 22 years. And my choir, nobody has been that age to handle the choir. And they were saying, like, hi, this small boy.
Small boy.
Painful crying to me and banner, small boy. But now, you see, the kind of life we live with them and those things. When I'm not around, I'm not just boasting of, but you see that small boy is not around.
That's why I said, in every facet of life, when you are rejected, be the better person. Be the best person you can be, and it will work. May God bless you all. May God bless us all. Auntie Maggie, for setting us up the discussion. God bless you. I hope your questions were critically thought of or discussed.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I say.
Yes, thank you,
Auntie Stella, God
everyone.
bless you. I mean, Evelyn, thank you so much for your contributions and eye openers. It's important, you see, when you raise those questions and comments, it helps us to discuss some reality. Yeah, God bless you, Auntie Joyce. Richmond, you see, I wouldn't Samuel. I can't say Samuel, but I call Warren be a Twitter. You know, until Lily Shaman. Sammy, my man, I'm waiting for you, Papa.
Soon and very soon.
God bless you so very much. Have a very good evening. Our friends on Facebook, God bless you. And let's meet again next week for the Bible discussions. God bless you so very much. Amen.
Amen.